When I sat at the foot of the first generation of Bloods and Crips, educated by the Black Panther Party and Auntie Elaine Brown, these are the people who educated me.
Man,
so now,
are you listening to what he's saying, fam?
If you
saying
think
the first generations of Bloods and Crips that educated him, fam.
If you think that I just happened overnight, that I'm just some ex-gang member, I'm far greater than that. Don't minimize me to that. I'm far greater than that. And how do I know? Because when they teach us in school, they want us to only focus on this part of our history. This little blue strip right here. This little blue strip right here is what you call the transatlantic slave trade.
Mad!
This little blue strip right here is what you call...
So what are you trying to tell me? All of this is before that?
And what I'm trying to tell you is that all of this is before this little strip of blue where you got colonization.
Yeah. But I just want to say this point. Either you're a contributor or you're a beneficiary, but don't be in the way. Contribute or be a beneficiary. But don't be in the way.
Gang!
Because you get run over.
Gang! Gang!
Content over everything.
Roads, come through, man.
You know, so I'm really on this talking thing, you know. But I'm here
have to hear your voice.
I'm just here to support my brothers and sisters. And I want to know all my brothers and sisters here, one at a time, slowly. I'm not going to be stupid and say I'm going to get to know everybody today, but I've been listening to everybody, and I want to get to know everybody. And whatever endeavors you got going on, let me know what you got going on, and I will support you. And that's what I'm here for. That's why I'm supporting Ras, I'm supporting Jedi, I'm supporting everybody that here. Especially the little king that just was talking just now.
Yeah.
Because this is why we're here. And I'm so proud to hear what you just say, my brother. And for your uncle as well, guidance. For giving him the guidance as well to make him come here with that strength. So this is what I'm here for. So I don't really want to talk too long and say nothing, because I just want to hear I'm on some I'm on a movement thing with the brothers. Not on a talking thing. I'm doing this thing.
Gang!
Guidance.
Gang!
Gang!
Gang! Gang! Gang! Gang! Gang! Gang!
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm Boogs. I just come out here to support. I'm one of those guys that was sitting on a computer and that, so thought come out, make a step, and come out and see and show everyone that I'm on this thing. What I'm liking, I'm seeing now is the discipline. I'm starting to see more discipline among us from the people that come in here. Even now, when we're just doing this circle thing here, it's good. A few weeks back, it was a bit hard to get people to just stand and do a simple thing like make a circle. But look, we're doing it now. We're organising, and this is it. This is that revolution. As I said, we have to just keep that unity. Don't worry about what the next man's believing next to you. You're here because you want to help the youth. You're here because you want to make things better for them, not let them start from the beginning again. So, that being said, everyone there, gang!
Gang! Gang! Gang!
My name is Peter. First time in the G Circle. I saw the videos on YouTube. I heard the call. Come down. So that's exactly what I did. Let me tell you, it's dark. It's cold. I'm tired, but I'm still going to be here next week. I was going to be among my brothers and my sisters. All right. Everywhere I go, wherever I've been, when you hear the word black, you hear poverty, you hear slavery, all these negative connotations, I'm tired of that. I want us to reclaim this. I want us to restore our pride. I want us to be part of a movement, all right, that's going to restore the pride of the black woman and the black man. Simple as that. So I'll tell you, if you're sitting home right now and you're watching, come down. You don't even have to say much. Just be here and help build. That's all I have to say.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, bro.
Hi.
Hey. Yes, King.
I've come here for exposure and you get it. And also because I get bored on Sunday afternoons. And
a real comedian this,
And
real life comedian this.
Yeah, and also I like to talk about mental health. Yeah. Mental health, because a lot of black people suffer from mental health and don't want to talk about it. And even though there was so much positivity going on and my man was saying a lot of stuff and everything, but because I suffer from depression, I picked everything apart. I picked everything negative that I wanted to pick out. It's not that I didn't want to hear what he said positively, it's the fact that the mental illness that I had didn't want to acknowledge the positivity. And there's a lot of brothers out there that suffer from these things and they go undiagnosed.
Trust.
And they don't understand why they're angry all the time.
Trust.
Or why they can't communicate clearly and pronounce their words and process the thought pattern. It's because they suffer from a mental illness.
Trust.
So what I'm saying is, because I always used to, growing up, I just thought I was angry at white people all the time.
Trust.
But then it found out I just had depression.
Trust. Trust.
You get it. But it's true. It may sound funny, but it's true. And then I got diagnosed with asthma. I was dyslexic. They didn't find out I was dyslexic until after school. They just thought I was a troublemaker. But in all reality, I'm smarter than most people I come across. But I can't articulate it in writing.
Trust.
I need special glasses to read certain things. But we must understand this. Everyone here might have a mental disability that's unaddressed.
Trust.
And there's people at home sitting there and thinking, do I have a mental disability? Get it checked. Get yourself checked out and understand what you're dealing with. And know that people are there to help you deal with it. So, you know, contact Respect or any of these men around here to talk out your problems. Because sometimes weed may help for a little while.
Trust.
You know, I'm not gonna say I'm medically, you know, trained or anything, but weed does help.
Trust.
But it's the amount of weed that we smoke. Sometimes it's too much, sometimes it's too little. But we need to get a fine balance between, and let's not make sure we're not angry at everyone just because of our mental state. You know, let's just be free, and I'll finish on this one note. Everyone here talk about economics. Just remember whose money, whose face is on that money.
Real talk.
Whose face is on that money? When you go to the bank, who owns them banks?
Real talk.
When you want to start a business, who do you have to ask for a business license from them people?
Real talk.
So when I sit there, when people say, let's build up the economy, build this, build that, there's greater and stronger men that have come way before us and said the same thing. And yet we're still here in this rut. So I'm not saying don't be like economical, but learn to ways to get out of the system without having to cling to it. Yeah. You understand? That's all.
Trust me.
Natiku. General, Rebel Lions.
General.
Rebel Lions. Original foundation. My man from the foundation.
I've been meaning to come for a very long time. It's synchronicity that brought me here. Miss Ivory. We linked up on the train, we had a reasoning, she told me she was coming here, and then boom, I ended up here. And I give thanks because I see the love, I see the strength, I see the power. But let's not forget the foundation, which is love, because it's the love for our ancestors, our love for our parents, our love for our people. It's our love for our future is the reason why we are here. You understand? And every one of us, we must show love to each other. We have to break cycle because we showed a lot of hate to each other as a recent. All right, now it's just love, innit? So everyone turn to the person next to you and just say love, because that's what it is.
No, say it loud.
Say love.
The person next to you say love. We're going to say it all at once. Love.
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 Look at the person next to you, say love.
Love.
Love. Love. Love. Love. Love. Love. Yeah, because that's the core. Yes, go on, Natty.
So to my family, as I said, love, and we will continue to grow, we will continue to strive, because we love, deep. Bless.
Hey. Boom, boom. Where are we? Gang. Are we nearly done full circle?
Yeah,
Oh, did it?
My name's
Foundation.
Imhotep, you get me?
Foundation.
I'm just here to link up with a family on a family vibe, really. Like everyone who I've seen here, like I'm trying to meet more people, just see where people are at and then link up and work, you know? Like where I'm at, where you're at, like I don't get to see many people through the week, like Respect, my other brothers, but I'm here today to link in and just build, you get me? Yeah, man, big up. G.Circles, you get me, vital right now because people can link up, talk about real things. You get me? We don't really get time nowadays to do that because everyone's caught up with what they're doing, like work, trying to build, whatever it is, wherever you're at, you get me? So Sunday, come down here, link up, chat to a man, someone you don't know, you get me, and build from there. Yeah, man.
Gang! See my man. Let me tell you something about my man. You see these three, these are like foundation for me. You get me? Cause years man go back. Imhotep was beside me when they killed Mark Duggan and I was outside the police station. He was beside me when we took over buildings in central London. You get me? He was beside me when we chased EDL from Tower Hamlets. You get me? My brother, you get me? So for us to get to here, where we're at right now, we need like brothers like that kept the thing going. Natty from Rebel Lions of Creation. He was an artist group. You get me? From them times, their foundation. So I just got to show mad love to them. Cause from them times there to this time now, I got my real brothers trotting beside me. So when I'm looking around the circle, I'm telling you, this is respect, because I know like 90% of you, yeah, you're standing with the realists. Yeah, do you hear what I said? You're standing with the realists. Yeah, just know that the person next to you is real. You understand? Or to me, everything they've showed me is realness. You understand? So this, like what I'm saying here is there's more power in quality than quantity. What I'm saying is these men have been trotting for a very long time. So we know they're not going to duck out anytime soon. You understand? And most of the people around me, that's what we're going to need. We're going to need consistency and commitment if we're going to see the long haul. But let's make it through the winter. My voice is completely gone. Black Raven.
Hey, well done, family. Hello, everyone. You good? Nice. Now I'm going to be short and sweet, all right? I'm going to be short and sweet because that's how I do it.
You are short.
Oh, this guy. Always jokes, isn't it?
He's waiting for it. Short and sweet.
So listen. First, I'm going to start like this, right? I'm going to thank all of you, right? Because when I was coming to Speaker's Corner, I did feel quite lonely. When I look around, I'm seeing the brothers and the sisters, and we're on the same common ground, and it feels good. Yeah. So thank you very much, because you're making my day.
Thank you.
There we go. Yes, there you go. Now the first thing I'm going to start, right, is if people at home or around, yeah, if you're a black business, I want you to go on mountmelanin.com, right? How you spell it? Mount Melanin, that's M-O-U-N-T, right? Melanin, M-E-L-I-N, Melanin. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Go to the forum section or the email section and email me your job, right? Email me your business, and I want to add it to a database. Yeah. So do that. That's the first thing. Now, another thing you're talking about is we're talking about if you're in the community, sometimes you find yourself always around negativity, right? You see that? Yeah, this is a problem, right? So what I'm trying to push tangible ways, yeah, to actually be constructive, right? Things that we can do in our day-to-day life. So one thing you might want to do if you're not here and you can't come down to the circle, we do want you to come, but if you can't, if you're on WhatsApp, make a group called Black Betterment Building, right? Make a group called that, and add all your family and friends, right? Add all of them. And the only thing you're allowed to post in this group is positive information, yeah? Just positivity. So they know that when they see that little icon and it's on the Black Betterment Building forum, they know it can only be positive, all right? Do that for a month and let me know if your vibe starts changing. Just let me know, yeah? So that's the short, sweet thing. mountmelon.com. I'm slightly tired. Can't spell my own thing. Thank you very much.
Gang. G.A.N.G. I didn't hear that. Oh, shit. I heard it. It on camera. Yeah, we got to keep up the band.
What you saying? You saying?
I'm not sure not like that.
Bro. You say you got a mission after.
Yeah. I ain't gonna talk much here. All I'm gonna say is like my brother Emmanuel was talking about depression. The ISIS Papers, yeah, is a powerful book to read to any of my people, fam, yeah? Because that got me thinking differently still. But ISIS Papers, yeah, Mama, what's her name?
Frances.
Frances Cress Wilson, yeah? Research it, find her. Gang. Love.
Gang!
Just testing you. We got you lot still here. Have we gone round kind of thing? Right now?
G-Circle. I think G-Circle.
No drum. You gonna spit some bars?
No, sir. I'm pre that. Everyone after me can cipher. I'm just saying why I'm here.
Real knowledge, man, this.
I'm here because I'm my brother's keeper and my sister's protector.
Wheel it!
Come again! Your son or daughter is my son and daughter.
It takes a village to raise a child.
Your children are my children. And understand that we're building things right now where in 10 years' time we're not going to speak to Europeans or ask them for anything. And that's not to say that you can't. You have choice to engage with white supremacy for short-term gains for your business. But economically, you will also have the choice to be with your own family. Where when you go into your children's school, they're eating Caribbean or African food, served by Africans and Caribbeans. That's why I'm here. And outside of it being freezing cold, we're family, and it's beautiful. And everybody here is happy. And black people aren't happy in the cold. So that tells me what you set up is perfect. I didn't say it's good. I said what you set up is perfect. So every elder that I called on this week that isn't here, come next week. Please. Come with the resources that you get for crime intervention. Because the best money you can get as a not-for-profit, and people have been speaking on NGOs, not-for-profit and social organizations, is crime prevention money. You see, you can't write with a pen unless it has a body, a tip, and the ink that runs through it. That are the tip will touch the paper. You're holding the pen, the ink is the money. We need to capitalize it so that we're not in the cold, because I don't desire for them to even have one more week of G.Circle in the cold. No, you're going to do it. But hear what I'm saying to you. You have something coming. But let me say something. Because we as Africans are at the bottom of every measurable metric in the UK, if one set of people are doing it, we can't have too many if 20 people are setting economically for us. Just contribute to it. But I just want to say this point. Either you're a contributor or you're a beneficiary, but don't be in the way. Contribute or be a beneficiary. But don't be in the way. Gang! Because you get run over. Gang!
Sorry, these two were just going to jump in car. I think they need to breathe, sorry.
Real quick. What I want to say.
What's the circle looking like? What's it looking
And this is the kind of sisters. Just stand here. Just stand.
1 minute. Gang! Gang! Guided! My voice is gone and I'm still screaming. Guiding!
A new generation!
Guiding!
A new generation!
Right, man, let the sisters then talk.
So just quickly, greetings. I'm loving that I came here today because I needed some restoration. Not that I've lost faith, but I just needed a little recharging, listening to this young man.
Sis, just a little
there he is.
Sis,
right over here.
Sis, you're going to have to bring it up just a little bit.
Listening to young man over there, literally, that's what I needed to see today.
Yes.
This is what I needed to see.
Yes.
To re-strengthen my own motivation. Yeah.
Yo, please,
because,
the sister's got a very low voice because she's not going to shout, and then you lot are whispering in the background. It's not helping.
What I need what I need all you brothers to understand is, you average guys, you regular guys on road doing what you're doing, now it's your time, innit? Because I've been working with the youth. I've been working with them for more than 20 years. I try to do it the way you're meant to. You go uni, you work with the government, you work with grassroots. I've tried it. And what they want to see is their reflection. I could talk to them all day, every single day, I'm surrounded by young people, innit? They call me Auntie Lex because I'm always there, nagging, reminding them that somebody loves them, they're somebody's child. But they don't aspire to be like me. They aspire to be like you lot. They need to see their reflection. So even if you can't come down every week, you lot know kids in your community, you have something to say to them in your head. But you don't want to come out your mouth because we're scared of our youth. speak to them. They're probably watching you as you go past them. They're watching you. They're looking at what you're wearing, how you're moving, what you're doing. They want to be like you, man. They don't want to be like us. They might want a girl like us to go home to after they've been on road, but they want to be like you lot.
100. That's why I call
So,
the
like,
brothers, because I know the riding sisters will roll. They will roll. When the man them come together, the sisters that are riding will roll. But we know to get these young boys, we definitely need men. You understand?
Here. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
We are here. There's so many women in the community who you won't see here because they are getting ready to take a bag of 16-year-olds somewhere tomorrow. They're getting ready to take a bag of 10-year-olds because the government doesn't want to teach them. They're scared to have them in their classrooms. There are sisters who are like, I'll get ready tomorrow to go and argue with schools who don't want to teach kids. Why? Because they're too black. And that's all it is. They're like the other kids in their schools, but they are too black for them to deal with, and they don't have a reflection. They don't. So now they're out here on the roads, joining gangs that don't serve them. So they need to see you lot, like in every walk of life, however you come, you're their reflection. We can't help them if they don't see themselves out there doing something differently. As females, we can give them a haven, like we can give them a family, yeah? But until they see their own reflection manifest in something else, we can't teach men how to be men. We can help shape them and guide them. But they still look, like all of you lot, some of you lot may all come from single mothers. Some of you lot may come from two-parent families. But all of you lot know a kid who doesn't have a dad. You all do. And he's got older brothers who are on a fuckeries. You all do. You know those women are killing themselves, trying to raise these young men. They're out here working 2-3 jobs, trying to do it. Those kids aren't looking to their mum. They're looking to try and save her from having to work 2 jobs, trying to be like this guy over here.
You can't save her if you're dead. You can't save her if
So
you're dead.
it's like we're here, innit? We'll be here. We were
Man are
here.
saying they're gonna dead
We'll
to save
be
her.
here.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But they need to
your
see
mother don't
you
want
lot.
you to die.
Yeah, but
she's
she might not
already
want it.
surviving. She wants
but
the
listen,
best for you.
but what he would tell
She
you
wants you to understand your true power and for you to understand that you are greatness. I am here because of this movement, because it is about coming together. You know, I lost my brother when I was 8 years old to a postcode. You know, he was set up by his girlfriend. Do you understand? He was 18 years old. He would be a big man right now, but he didn't have a father. He didn't have that role model, so he went to his brethren. He felt like he was a man, like he owned something. But you own yourself. You don't even own your house. You're not even thinking to make them plans. You're not thinking to elevate. Because regardless of what is in front of you, you are in control of your life. You see the age of Aquarius, you see what it is? The veil is coming off. Yes? It's a feminine age. And you know what us women bring? We bring that love. And in you, man, you need to stop with the ego. It's not about that power. The power is about uniting. Then you are great. You're not great if you are full in the ego to show off because you got this, you got that. Who made those clothes? The white man. You understand? They are minute things. Yeah, uniting means if you are you embrace those differences, innit? So as black people, regardless if they or whatever they are, the religion, LGBT, whatever, you have to stand by everyone because you could have been in that situation. Do you understand? It's about your experience that shapes you. But at the end of the day, we are all black. And that's all I want to say.
Yes, love my sister. I have to say something though. I have to say something, yeah? I have to say something, because obviously we're called Gang Unite and you slip something in there, sis. Yeah, the only one thing about this thing is, obviously, it's not a thing where it's an oppression thing, and I don't really want to make it a debate about this, but because we're going into the gangs and we're going into the community, one of the main things that is definitely not involved in this thing is LGBT or anything
But
towards
some of
it.
them might
No,
be,
but what I'm
they
saying
might
is,
be gay.
no, I'm saying
They
there's
might be
nothing.
gay and
No,
they're in
I don't
the
know about that,
crew.
sis, but that's
You
not
understand?
where.
They still need
no,
love
are you
and
listening,
respect.
sis? Are you listening, sis?
They need to understand
no,
about
sis,
their history.
listen to what I'm saying.
They still want
listen
love.
to what I'm saying, because otherwise.
They still
no,
been
listen,
conditioned
sis.
if you believe.
Listen to what I'm saying.
No, but listen, brother.
1 minute, 1 minute.
You think that gay people have been conditioned?
Yeah,
So if you believe that you're
mic over there, fam.
I've been
I hear you.
conditioned to
1
think
minute,
like
sis.
this,
1 minute.
then you should reach
sis,
out
wait,
that
wait,
same
sis.
love to me.
Wait, sis, wait.
Why would you reject
sis,
that love?
Sis, can you wait?
That's
Because
it.
obviously,
Because it's all
anytime black
a
people come together,
It's all a
anytime black people come together, yeah, obviously we never had a debate in this circle ever. And I'm not allowing that to happen in this circle, you get me? We're never going to have a debate in this circle. We're not debating about anything. What I'm saying is the core members of the people that came together are from the streets, innit? And obviously we know there's a certain ideology and a certain movement that hijacks every black movement. We saw it with Black Lives Matter, yeah?
Yes.
We saw that certain movements, I don't want to go into it because I don't want to have to get into that, but we've seen there's a hijack and we are not allowing it around here because if we had that hijack, we've lost the gangs. 1 minute, no, if we add that to this thing, we've lost the gangs already. We've lost them already. And we're not going for society. We're not going for any of these people in the West. We're going for gang members. And if we mention that or make the thing even seem like it's a little bit associated with them over there, we've lost our youth already. So that's what I'm saying. We're going to keep that out of this. I didn't want that to be slipped in. And it's just about black people, black men that know you're a man and you love the black woman. We're coming together and we're changing our community and we're not oppressing anyone. And we love the sister same way. You get me? And we love our brothers. We love our brothers. Regardless, you get me? But I'm just saying that that one thing there, as Respect Fire Bingy, I'm a Rasta man, I'm from the Rasta community, and you know, say Rasta, the way Rasta deal with things. So we just deal with man, woman and child, yeah, and that's all we're promoting, and we're not promoting anything else, you get me? But give thanks, cause no matter what, we're still family, you get me?
So, greetings everybody. Tonight I've got a message for the youth, yeah? The message is that, you see, a lot of you young people that are in gangs or associated with gangs are very misunderstood. People think that you're on some you've got low frequency brainwave, yeah? Some of the things that you do, okay, yeah? But the thing is there's certain things that you are doing that are beneficial to our community. Yes, all of the violence with each other, that's not benefiting us, yeah? But you've got certain skills that you can transform into positivity. So you, yeah, need to come with us. You need to come in. If you come here, we're not going to judge you. We're here for you, every single one of us. There's people that are sat at home that are with us in spirit, trust me. Some of you join gangs because you want to feel part of something. Maybe you grew up feeling some type of way, so you want to join into a group to make you feel solid, like a part of a family, or maybe you feel pressured or whatever to be involved in it, or maybe you think if you're not in that, then you're going to be by yourself. Well, you can come here because we're your gang. We're your gang, and don't worry about if you come here and you see other people, because we're not going to let anything happen to anyone. We're here to protect every single one of you, yeah? So my message to you is come down. You know where the spot is, yeah? Every single Sunday, 4 p.m, we want to see you here. When you're feeling lonely or whatever, get at us on Instagram, whatever, social media, holler us. Don't feel the way to be shy to approach us or whatever, because we're here and we've got things for you. The skills that I'm talking about that you can transfer, yeah? You're out here making money, yeah? Doing whatever, yeah? How you make your money, the actual logic that you're applying is business logic. You're just moving the wrong product. If you move the correct product, you can be making a lot of money. Not only making a lot of money, because money isn't everything, but you can be building up your community at the same time and helping one another, and that's what's going to make us stronger.
We saw one of our brothers set up a business. I saw you the other day, innit? Mullah.
Who?
You get me? I don't know. You get me? Mullah.
Mullah. Oh yeah, Mullah K Clothing. Shout out Mullah K Clothing, by the way. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, yeah, you could be benefiting your community and benefiting each other, like one of the brothers said earlier, socio-economic power. What that means for you that don't know is, you see in society, like someone else said as well, different communities make their own money, like there's Asian businesses, Jewish businesses, there's the white businesses, yeah? That's the social power of economics. Economics is the money, yeah? So it's how your money as a people represents you. in the money world in terms of finance. So the more businesses we have, the more money we have coming in the community, the more money we have staying in the community makes us more powerful as a people socially. Yeah, so that's a socio-economic power. That's what we need. But first of all, and most importantly, we need unity. So we need you all to come out. Yeah, if you think like nobody loves you and you're lonely, you're wrong, because we're all here. And like the sister said earlier, yeah, I'm not trying to correct her, yeah, but she said some people don't have a dad. We all have a dad, or we may not know him, or he may not be here, but we all have a dad. If you're in that situation, you've got all of these brothers as a role model. If you're in a situation with a mother or whatever, we're all here as your mothers. We're all here as your sisters. We're all your family. You need to come down here because this is for you, and it's all positive. There's no negativity. You don't have to come on the camera or speak or whatever. We just want to see you here. Yeah? Thanks, bless them,
Where's the rhythm in that?
So,
I'm supposed to have loads of rhythm.
all right. So,
stereotypes, no sorts
Cool. So yeah, so just like Stormzy, I can't even talk too much. So basically, where's Javonte, the young king? Uncle, where's his uncle? Yeah. Wait, so one sec, uncle.
Oh, fam, allow it, man.
Where is he? Where is he?
Young Jenna was over
Come
there.
here, do this
Young
thing.
Jenna.
Come here.
Young Jenna.
Come here.
Woo! Family.
Let me tell you a little bit of story about the history. Sorry, between myself and this man here. We met at the African
Black history studies.
It's the Black Market Film Festival, which is happening next week at Parkview Academy, N15. Okay. We met. I taught you in that game, Awari.
Yeah, like chess in it.
The Yoruba game, the Yoruba game with the seeds and the thing.
And I remember that day.
And I saw something in this. I saw something in this man. He had the enthusiasm. He had that drive. He just came over, sat at the table, and he's like, "Yeah, what's going on? And I'm thinking, all right, but you know what? I took you on board. And you know I took you on board because I'm a teacher. I work at Africa Bantu Saturdays. Yeah, I wanted to say that with Elder Minka. I hail him up as one of my master teachers. He's taught me so much. All right, on my journey as well. You know what I mean? And he's one of the elders in the community who puts in groundwork. All right, 10 toes to the ground. Look how old he is, and he does it by bus. Do you know what I'm saying? Does it by bus. So I hail him up. So what I'm saying is, long story short, I've seen this young man grow throughout the ages. Do you know what I'm saying? We exchange numbers, and every now and then we build. You know, we build. Unfortunately, he's moved to Leeds.
That's not unfortunate.
He's moved to Leeds. Do you know what I'm saying? But I've seen him grow, and it's a beautiful thing. Yeah. One last thing I want to touch on before we all start freestyling now, innit? It's because I spoke at an event yesterday. I spoke on the to help promote the school. All right, Africa Bantu Saturday School, because I teach African history at the school as well, and I dropped a little bit of knowledge about ancient African civilizations, all right, and also the Black Panthers as well. And then one white lady tried to challenge me on the Panthers. She tried to say that there were white people in the Panthers, and I said no, there wasn't white people in the Panthers. She said yes, there was. I said no, there wasn't. They had their own thing called the White Panthers.
Yeah, this is what happened. Can I tell that story? You know the story?
Called the White Panthers.
Basically, when the Black Panthers was in full operation, some white people came over and asked the Black Panthers, how can we support the cause? Yeah. Can we join up with your black brothers, fighting for your revolution? Yeah. And the black brothers said, you know, Malcolm X with the cup of tea analogy. Oh. You know, if it might weaken down the thing. Man don't know who man is. So what they said is, what they said is because they still had a socialist mentality. Yeah? So what they said to the white people is, you can start the White Panthers. That allowed the Black Panthers to maintain and retain being black and focusing on black issues and being black people, but it also allowed them to have allies of other people who were like-minded, called the White Panthers. There was the Red Panthers and the Brown Panthers. And they used to say white power to white people. They used to say brown power to brown people. They used to say red power to red people. And black power to black people. All power to the people. That was gang, yeah? So that's a little bit of history. Gang history, that's gang history.
Gang.
What I forgot to do first and foremost, I forgot to hail up the people who started this thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Jedi, Respect, Rico, Dion,
Mike,
the Google.
S.
I don't call it. I don't call it the Google
and
hangout.
fair names that I missed out there.
I call it the Google gang out.
Gang out.
Do you know what I'm saying? The Google,
Big up the gang out.
Google gang out.
Google gang out. That's what I personally call it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, anytime we do a cool tune, we're not going to do remixes anymore. We're doing G-mixes.
And also, it's a massive honour. It's a massive honour to be here in the presence of a Panther himself. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. One second. Yeah, go on. Yeah, sorry. One second, then I'll let you. Because what happens is, Elna Minka asked me to give a keynote speech last year on the Black Panther Party of Self-Defence. Why last year? Because last year marked the 50th anniversary of the Black Panther Party for Self-Defence, and I gave a keynote speech, and it was a true honour to do that. And also, Elaine Brown, she came to speak at the NOI in Brixton, and she's one powerful woman. I tell you, she's knowledgeable, she's wise, but she'll make you laugh. But she was dropping some real gems and real knowledge as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So did you want to say something on that note?
Yeah.
Huh?
We finish it?
Not yet, but do you want to come in?
Alright,
It's cool.
basically,
Yeah. It's cool.
What I do as a Black Panther, I patrol my communities. I tell you the truth. I used to be the same mentalities as most of you lot. When I was growing up in the 90s, Brixton used to have the 1 posse and the 28s. Yeah, I grew from them camps. My dad was in the South called Taurus High Power of Dorset Road. We had connections with the Shell posse. Yeah, most of you lot don't know these stuff. Most of the gangs what I was involved into was political gangsters. We were the dons, or we call the presidents of the residents. See, now look at Blood Clot, York Calcob, Teeth and Rub and Juk Up and them nastiness what go on nowadays in our area. This is how the Black Panthers were. We stood up in 1965 against white supremacy and oppression, and with all the other coonish gangs what happens when black people kill black people. There's a lot of things I could talk about. But what Bobby Seals did on his birth on the month of October is named the formation the Black Panther Party. And Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seals stood together with the Oakland chapters and said, let's come with a program for the people. What does the people want? They say they want food. All right, and we got to do a 12-step program, and the first thing we got to have is food. We got feed the children. Yep. We got to make sure we got a breakfast program. Club, yeah. Then we said, what does the youth want? Clothes. You know what we got to do? Shoot and boot them up. Give them their berry. Make them feel like soldiers. Soldiers. Yeah. So then we gave them clothes, and plus people needed underwear and all of that. So we had clothes program. Then we said, you know what? What does black people need? Homes. We demand the rights for shelter of a suitable accommodation to house the homeless. That was all in the black community.
That was a Rastafari creed.
Yeah.
From time. Home the homeless. Yeah. Shelter those without shelter. Yeah. Feed those that need food. And for us, for me as a Rasta man, yeah, for our community, these should be core elements. You understand? Like that's one thing. But before we even continue, I want me and my sister to, because we're dealing with solidarity. Yeah. Everyone in this circle. Yeah. Let's get the circle back. Yeah. Everyone. Gang unite. Fist the everyone. Fist the
Yo, my brother, make sure you're connected with someone.
Come on, man, keep the energy flowing, keep the energy flowing.
Still here, you know.
One blood. How many people? Look how late it is.
And look,
Tell
you
me
feel
my
like the
people
bad
don't love
man
each
people,
other.
they don't even exist. Hear me? I ain't seen one of them all day. Hallelujah.
That's right.
Gang!
Gang! Gang! Gang! Gang! Gang! Gang! G.A.N.G! Gang!
Gang, gang. All right.
Powers and strength to that man's name.
All right. You get me? Cause this is a solidarity thing. Everyone here doesn't agree with each other. Yeah. If I could get so many of you to have pointless debates over there, yeah, because I know your differences. Yeah. That's why when we link up, we don't speak about the differences. We're just speaking about the youth in the streets that we're going to save, and that's it. That's the only conversation we're having. We're not having because black people like to talk too much, and then we divide over foolishness like Black and Africa, like Marcus Garvey and Selassie, like Martin and Malcolm. Foolishness we divide over, and our children still die. Yeah. So me and my sister have to stand this thing of solidarity. It doesn't matter whether we have differences in our mind. You understand? We still have solidarity where that's concerned, because I care about her little brother and she cares about my little cousin, and they both died to this thing regardless of the differences we have ideologically. You understand? We are still family. You understand? And I just want the haters out there, because I know they're going to jump on that one. We just put a little, pop that balloon quickly. You understand?
I'm not promoting anything.
No, it's a love thing.
I'm down for the cause, innit, for the youth to stop killing each other. And this is what this is about. And I want my sister here to tell you something that happened.
Okay then, so a minute ago when the sister was speaking and Ras said like it's not no LGBT thing. The reason being is, it's a very, very important reason. Last year or the year before, Black Lives Matter, we was in it, I was one of the main people in it as well, Well, there was a few groups anyway, but it was under one movement. I was in some group, with SWP, Socialist Workers' Party. They also pose as love music, hate racism, stand up to racism. There's bare things that they pose as. They make out like they're for gay rights, women's rights, etc. One time I've gone now to protest in town and lock off the roads, in central London. And these girls are trying to cuss the people that I'm with. When I find out what's happened, these people are rape apologists. Some man raped some women in the same party, Not only that, but they tried to infiltrate the movement. They've done bare tricks, to try and confuse the people from actually doing things that are going to liberate us as a people. We were making suggestions, like we can go in central London and lock off the main part where all of the business people come in and out, and don't let no people or no vehicles in, so we can lock off the P's, because that's the only time it affects Dirty Babylon. Anyway, these people, they were trying to control the movement by saying instead you can sell Black Lives Matter t-shirt at Carnival. Who wants to dance and sing on stage? You know what, I spotted what they were doing from early, and I was telling people, and people were saying, oh, whatever, you're paranoid, whatever, Sugar, you're paranoid. So, you know what I done? I looked it up online, and there was bare articles about infiltration. They infiltrate movements, whether it's anti-Islamophobia movements, all different types of movements. They infiltrate it, especially when it's movements with black people, because they know the powers, and they know once we rise, they will fall. So what they've done is they tried to turn Black Lives Matter into an LGBT movement, and that's the whole reason why Rasbeck said that. So we're not promoting it, but at the same time, young people, we love you and we won't judge you. You can come to us no matter what you do, no matter where you work, no matter what you do for money, no matter where you're being. It doesn't matter. We have got love for you, but at the same time, this is not a promotion for no LGBT thing, and it never will be.
Let me say one thing, People need to understand what love is. This is all I'm going to say, and then I'm going to go because I'm so cold, but Love is not based on condition, it's unconditional. So regardless of what anyone is, you always bear them the same fruit that you would give because they are your reflection. We are connected and we are the original people, and we need to remember that we have those roots, man. No one can break us, no one.
So basically, that's the reason why I had to cut in. Cause if you look around here, I'm just gonna ask y'all a question, yeah? Do you lot think LGBT will ever infiltrate this circle? Never! What I say, do you think this circle will be infiltrated? Never! Do you think this circle will be infiltrated? Never! Do you think this circle will be infiltrated? Never! You get me? So we're dealing with a oneness, you get me? And it's just and we're not concentrating on things that we don't like for once. You understand? We are just concentrating on the lives of our children. Yeah, it's a simple mission. It's straightforward. If we go all along the way, we're gonna get lost and we're gonna get caught up in the talk. Yeah.
Are you speaking the LGBTQ?
No, we're not talking on that. We're not putting no more energy into that.
I'm just gonna say.
Let me tell you, this is about the youth.
Yeah,
you get me? So we'll put the energy into the youth.
You know why? You know why I said that? Because there's a sister here going on ITV and that. She's transgender.
No, that's her brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know, but she's down.
He's a brother.
But she's not
Can we just get the next person on first?
Yeah, I wouldn't really talk on that. We don't want to give them energy.
Let's get the next person on.
You don't know what the message is?
Come, brother, come. We just don't want to give no energy to anything that's, you understand? Yeah.
I was just like, leave people to what they gotta do, man. Like, we're in all this together. So if they're gay, you don't know what they look like, fam, until they confirm it. So you might as well just leave it, fam, because we're in this together, man. Let them learn on what they don't know themselves. That's why they're gay. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's a lack of knowledge.
What I'm saying is, gang unite. Let me tell you something. Gang unite. But let me say something about gang unite. Yeah. And some people might not like this, yeah. But the gang is not trying to show them the way. Yeah. The people that we're trying to think in the communities that we're going to are not trying to show them a way. They're not trying to integrate with it. They don't want to hear about it. They just want to live their lives and date their women and live up. So that's what we're gonna do. You understand? We don't really want to get mixed up and say, yeah, we got to go and we're stretching ourselves too far. At the end of the day, that these people are not outside killing each other. We have youth that are killing each other, and most of the places where the youth are killing each other, they play Buju Banton and Sizzler Kalonji and them sort of authentic kids there. Yeah? So I don't need to go into that. Yeah? Let's, you want to say something? Oh, my God.
I just want to say something. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? I just want to say something to the people then. Yeah? What we got to understand, yeah? We've had so many male revolutionaries, do you get what I'm saying? People who have died for the cause, do you get what I'm saying? Has it worked? Has it worked?
No.
Okay, so my point is now, we have to start raising our sisters. Do you get what I'm saying? They have to come to the front now. You get what I'm saying? Show some humility. You get what I'm saying? You don't say black woman is God. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't say black woman is God and don't show it. You show it. You show it. Black woman is God out here. You get what I'm saying? So now we need our women to take charge. We need to put them on a pedestal and we need to listen to them. You get what I'm saying? Because us men being leaders is dead out. We are soldiers now. We have to stand next to our women.
It's the women that lead, and the men that deliver. That's where the true power is. Trust me.
And that's it. Love.
What I want to say, on that issue as well, the reason why we don't bring that kind of energy here is because we're all about nationhood here.
Yes.
All right, we're all trying to build up the black family,
yes.
The man, the woman, and the child.
That's right.
That's the whole reason why we don't want that nastiness amongst us or in this team.
Talk about it, but don't even want to talk about it.
That's it. I'm locking it off.
Never again in the G circle. Never again.
That's calm, man. That's calm. That's calm.
I don't want to talk about.
I know that.
Nothing.
I know that, man. That's done. But before I go, I just want to big up my auntie Oya, who made these beads for me. Bees for me, big thing. Big thing. She's gonna be at the Parkview Academy, the Black Market Film Festival, N15. I can't remember the last part, but it's from 12 to 9. She's going to be there. I'm going to be there. She does all of this custom made, it's all handmade by herself. Do you know what I'm saying? So, give thanks to all I can say with me. I teach African.
Yo.
I already have. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, cause the brother's gonna do a little breakdown of that thing before we line up. Anyone else want to say something quickly while they get ready? Yeah, no, we're gonna make you do the full breakdown. So you're good, brother.
Alright, just greetings, fam. Just wanna oh, the light. Yeah, sorry. Alright then, I just really want to take this opportunity to big up the man them that are here today. It's something that I really requested. It's something that I've been wanting for months and years.
Come on.
For myself, it's kind of come through full circle because they probably wouldn't remember, but certainly Twilight, and he mentioned a brother called Paul Obi. They were the man that I was listening to in my formative years, you understand? So it's really, really nice to come and see them. I don't want to say how many years later, do you understand? And to see that they've even linked up, bless up, Stockwell Park Square, I don't want to mention that. But yeah, but they've come and linked up with Rassan and the young man them. So I really want to say big up to the man them, most importantly, because as women, certain times we always say that we can't see our soldier them. I love the fact that my man beside me just come and showed how the thing should go and make the youth them know that it's nothing. You understand me? To show a woman some love or to show a woman some loyalty and a vibration. So you got a big grey-haired man there showing you, so you know, say it's nothing. You understand? Yes. And then with that, I just want to speak to some of your young girls in it, because some of you are flopping in it, and that's all I can say. So you, as women, we need to raise up our queenhood. Do you understand? As a female, remember your power. Yeah, enough women have gone before you to make sure that you can go on the way in which you can go on today. But it looked like enough of you are giving back your power. No disrespect to the man then, but there's some things going on out there that it's unbalanced, it's unnatural. You understand me? So if there's any of my young girls out there, I used to do it back in the day, and it looked like I've got to bring it back to the fore again, yeah? So what I want you to do is slightly embarrassing, but you know what, I don't really care because it's powers. Pat your power, ladies, yeah? Pat your power, yeah? Don't give it away. Don't let it get taken. Pat it, know about it, know it's promised, know it's, mate, but stop giving it away.
Look after it.
You understand? Don't let this thing come now where people can just come, mount, come off and leave. All that's got to stop. Yeah? So G.Circle again, definitely. But I just want to speak to my girls at the moment in that you don't need to know your powers in it. You understand me? And when you know what you're about, then the boys beside you, they will know what they're about. But if you're making it easy, then it's just easy, isn't it? So let's kind of get back some pride in ourselves. Know who you are. Mothers, show your daughters how it's supposed to go. If you ain't showing them no different, you can't expect no different from your daughter. Right now I know there's a lot of mother-daughter. That's got to stop. Once you become a mum, you're a mum. That means certain things are for done. You can't compete with your daughter. Yes. You and your daughter can't be at the rave, you're wearing. No. You're at home, soak the rice and peas. Yeah, that's what you got to do, innit? You've had your child. Give it over to the child, let her do her thing. Too much mothers out there trying to, you get me? And you got to stop allowing your daughters to see what you're doing with men, and all these things all contribute to when you see a youth running out of road. He's mad, innit? Because he's seen his mum on some mad thing. That was last week. This week, so a next mad thing. So of course the youth's going to be mad, then he's angry. And now he's just seen his mum, whatever, and now a youth's on road telling him something. Yeah, the youth's getting it, Carl. The youth's angry, Carl. He's just got visions of his mum with Tom, Brown, Cecil, ladies, all that's got to stop, man. And again, it comes back to love. Love of self. Do for self. You understand? But please, ladies, as the man them have got to do their thing.
Yo, we're bringing back the circle, people. Let's get the circle formulated again.
And if you don't have a mom or a female role model, an older female role model to give you guidance, yeah, then come to us. We're here every Sunday, or holler at us or whatever. Come to us. We can guide you. Yeah.
No, for real, sis, man. Because at the end of the day, it is about the young ladies. Do you understand? Carrying it on. Yeah. So anyway, gentlemen, most importantly, I just want to say big up to the man them.
Gang.
I love the vibe, love the energy.
Gang.
And without men, women are nothing, and vice versa, innit?
Gang! 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 Gang unite! Gang unite! Gang unite! Gang unite! Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Gang unite!
Gang unite! Gang unite! Hashtag that Gang Unite TV, are you mad? That's where you're going to see all of these people on there, you get me? We're going to start doing the Gang Unite. We're going to have a little history lesson and gang history. This is what you call gang history, yeah? Hey, listen. So now we're going to round down the thing before the cypher. What are you saying, Shockers? You got the speaker in the G cypher? I don't even think I'm spitting this thing. My voice is gone. My voice is gone. I can't even speak.
Let's go.
Alright. To everybody out there that's listening,
Listen up.
I got to tell you something. I survived South Central Los Angeles. I survived the 90s, the 80s, and I'm somewhat surviving this state we in now. But what only made that possible is the people who I took the knee for. When I say took the knee, I'm not talking about what they're doing in the NFL. I'm talking about getting down on my knee to listen to my elders. I'm talking about understanding what true wisdom is. See, power is muscle. But any of you that's got those skills know a big dude can get knocked the hell out by a cat that got wisdom. So it don't matter how big your muscles are if you don't know how to use them. So what you got to understand is when you build your brain with the knowledge, it's the application of that knowledge that gives you power. What you got to understand is where we are now, we've been here before. The background then was the pyramids. The background now is what they call the Houses of Parliament in the UK or the Statue of Liberty in the US. We've been here before, it's nothing new. The other thing we got to understand is that this is psychological warfare. And when you understand what psychological warfare is, you understand that you have to take the time to listen to those who are responsible for preparing us for what we go to face.
Gang, bless
you. So when I said at the foot of Winnie Mandela, I listened. When I said at the foot of Kwame Ture, I listened. When I sat at the foot of my mother and father who taught me what God was, I listened. When I sat at the foot of Jim Brown, I learned and I listened. When I sat at the foot of the first generation of Bloods and Crips, educated by the Black Panther Party and Auntie Elaine Brown, these are the people who educated me. So now,
are you listening to what he's saying, fam?
If you
think the first generations of Bloods and Crips that educated him, fam.
If you think that I just happened overnight, that I'm just some ex-gang member, I'm far greater than that.
Yeah.
Don't minimize me to that. I'm far greater than that. And how do I know? Because when they teach us in school, they want us to only focus on this part of our history. This little blue strip right here. This little blue strip right here is what you call the transatlantic slave trade.
Mad!
This little blue strip right here is what you call...
So what are you trying to tell me? All of this is before that.
And what I'm trying to tell you is that all of this is before this little strip of blue where you got colonization, where you got the transatlantic slave trade.
And this is what they teach us in school. That's what they teach us in school.
If this is what they teach us in school.
So you're saying this is what they teach us.
Black History Month.
That's not even 5%, bro.
Now understand. Now understand what I'm showing you with this. Because history, yes, I'm showing you the history of our future. Understand what I just said. I said I'm showing you the history of your future.
Wow.
This is the past. What's actually our future is everything that we were capable of before. And we can have it back, but we have to prepare ourselves. We have to submit ourselves to what is good and right. We have to submit ourselves to what is justice and what freedom truly is. And freedom is freedom from sickness. Freedom is freedom from illness. Freedom is free from violence. Freedom is free from anything that harms and destroys who and what God made us. And if you don't understand this history, then you don't even begin to understand who you really are. I am not a gang member. The United States wasn't born until right about here. And when I look at my history, I know my history. My ancestors, Washita Moors. My ancestors, the Kikuyu. My ancestors, the Hausa. My ancestors go all the way back to Kush. So you can't call me no gang member. I'm not gonna let them put me in that little box. I'm not gonna let them give me that little label. That label that they use to criminalize me. That label that they use to put me in a prison cell. That label that they put me in to turn me into a prison slave. Yes, go and read Article 4 of the Human Rights Act, 1998. Go and read what it says. If you go to prison, they can use you as prison labor. And you think that's making you a G? That's making you a punk, homie. You gotta stay out of that place, homie. That ain't where we supposed to be, homie. And I'm telling you straight, like my OGs told me. They said if they ever arrest you, bail the fuck out. Don't let them get you in the cage. They're gonna try to put more labels on you. They're gonna try to fuck up your future. This is what the OGs taught me. So if you looking over at the US and thinking it's something to marvel at, let me tell you that they're G secrets. You hear the rappers say it all the time. The game is to be sold and not told. But let me tell you the truth. The truth is that the G's burn the midnight oil and teach you in circles just like this one. And teach you the truth. Teach you that you ain't supposed to be living like this. Teach you ain't meant to be a slave. And also teach you to understand what your woman truly is. Yeah, your woman is a temple. Yes, your woman is something that you're meant to protect. Yeah, and if you cannot protect her and you cannot keep her as a temple, then you don't deserve her. And don't get upset when a greater man come and take her. Because if you get upset, then you ain't doing nothing but further exposing yourself to being the bitch that you are. The reality of the situation is that you must build yourself to a point in which you deserve to have a queen. And if you don't deserve to have a queen, you don't deserve to have her at all. And why do I say it? Because I got 2 princesses that I'm raising. And ain't no punk gonna have my princesses. If you want her, you're gonna have to earn her. If you want her, you're gonna have to be able to stand up and be what you're meant to be. If you want her, you have to understand that her temple is not a visiting center. It's as simple as that. That's right. So if you think this G Circle thing is about some punk shit, I wouldn't be here if I thought it was. You understand? And all of the them that I work with in the UK, from the prisons to the streets, all of the youth I done work with that I done brought together. You know what ends of London you from. You need to come down here and check in. You need to come down here. As each generation goes forth, we're responsible to bring up our replacement. Who is big and bad enough to replace me? Come and show me what you made of. Come and show me you ready to take the mantle. I'm not gonna fight you for it. I'm gonna make you earn it. And if you actually earn it, I'm gonna hand it to you and tell you to do your motherfucking thing like you was born to do. Don't be no bitch. Don't be no punk. This ain't what I am. And understand that regardless of how I speak, I'm a man of God, and I love God, and I love what God wanted us to have in this world. And anything that's against that is against me. You understand? And that's what people gotta understand. So when you talk about these fringe agendas that keep popping up, that's psychological warfare. That's the counterintelligence program. To counterintelligence program. The counterintelligence. They want to reverse our intelligence. They want to reverse our intelligence. They want to reverse our intelligence.
G-Circle! G-Circle! G-Circle!
Come back, come bring the light here, man. Ignore them, man.
Hey, don't let them break our circle,
You got to wake up. You got to see the world for what it truly is.
No attention.
And if you need to, and if you need somebody to show you, if you need somebody to break it down for you, reach out for us. A lot of the men that's here tonight, Fab Bingy, all of the others that are here tonight, all you got to do is Google these man's name, and you'll find a way to get a link. You might have to go through a screening process, but you know we G's. We don't talk to anybody. Yeah, so don't be put off by that. Yeah, and if you want to check in with me, if you want to get a hold of this timeline, you need to go to reasonforaction.com. That's reasonforaction.com, the number 4. And I get this for you from Uncle Paul. And you can get this for your wall in your house. And you can get the education that you need. Because we ain't going to be slaves forever. We here to get free. It's simple and plain.
Guiding
a new generation.
Guiding a new generation. Guiding a new generation. Guiding a new generation. Guiding a new generation. Guiding a new generation.
Gang! 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 Gang!
Strength and power.
Everything.
Lava splash.
Black History Month.
Black History, yeah.
Black energy. Energy. What?
The beast them try to disrupt.
See what they're using? Intimidation tactics.
You don't know what they've got.
Sing there. What's going on?
Look at that family. Carry on what we're doing.
Guiding a new generation. Guiding a new generation. Guiding a new generation. Gang! 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 G-Circle! G-Circle!
This is family right here.
Yo, let me say
this
one
is
more
family
thing.
right here. I'm loving this. I'm loving
You
this.
see my little brother here, yeah? You see my little brother here? I didn't even recognize my little brother. He said when Seti came over, yeah, because I remember I said that to him about 5 times you have to buy for a CD. Yeah, but I've got a special rule there that if a youth doesn't have the money, I always give it to the youth.
More youth.
Yeah, and I didn't recognize him and he just reminded me. At the Seti event when Seti came over to the UK, I performed. And he didn't have the money for the CD, so I gave it to him for free. You get me? And see him back here. You understand?
Guiding a new generation. Guiding a new generation. Guiding a new generation. Guiding a new generation. Gang unite. Gang unite. Gang unite. Gang unite. Gang unite. Gang unite. Gang unite.
Hold on. See this young soldier here? He's going to go back to Leeds with a new energy and talk to his comrades and talk to his generation. That's what we about. When we say we're gay, we're not banging on our own. There's no blood to bleed out here. Yeah? There's no blood to bleed. Yeah? Black power.
Black power, man.
Love.
Listen.
Love is our greatest power.
I hope everyone's feeling that spirit, you know. I hope everyone's feeling that spirit of a Black Panther. Do you know what I'm saying? That should be within all of us. Because the Panthers are all about building their own communities. They're all about controlling. They're all about controlling their own communities, their own space. That's why they brought in 60+ programs into the community. We didn't need any outside help because we proved we could do it ourselves. And the powers that be saw how deadly we were, which is why they went to such extreme lengths to shut down the Panthers. They had to bring J. Edgar Hoover out of retirement to help shut down the Panthers.
Co-Intel Pro.
Exactly.
If you don't know.
They used him to bring down Marcus Messiah Garvey. And then bring him in again to help shut down the Panthers.
But no disrespect, yeah. This ain't the Panthers. This is gang.
No,
we can do things. No disrespect. But we can do things.
It's that spirit
we can do things.
Need, though.
Cool. Even if we didn't have the Panther spirit, we got us now. And that's what we need to. I'm not gonna lie. I like all the stories and all that. but I'm not here to glorify what next people did.
What, shall we
It's
start?
about what we're gonna do now. You get me?
That's right.
All right.
Cool.
We can always learn. You get me? We can always
As you
learn.
see, the pagans are here, so who's got instrumental? Let's start this. Who's got instrumental?
Thing, man.
Who's got instrumental? Shall we blaze the wicked? Shall we blaze the wicked? Shall we blaze the wicked with word, sound and power? Shall we blaze the wicked with word, sound and power?
100%. Let's get in. Let's get in.
Get away then. Big up our brother here who bought the speaker.
Come on, light up that.
Turn it up on that. That's alright. I just can't stop me now. They wanna set their traps, they just can't stop me now. When them set their traps, stop me now.
I ain't never scared.